All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 26 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JGGen24, and today we're going to be grinding a few programs. There might actually be more that I do. It just really depends on how much progress I make. Because, I have to do a conquest map. I've got to finish up a showdown, and then I need to play some games in order to get stats with certain cards. But my hope is to complete the Home Run Derby, the MLB Draft, and the Ernie Clement Takeover program. So that's what I have in mind today. The other program that I was thinking about completing, maybe Carlos Beltran, because stolen bases, I can pick those up and I'll get that 97 overall Carlos Beltran, add him to my lineup. And then, but maybe the Hall of Fame program is going to wait till tomorrow. And then after that, I'll really have nothing to grind, or I'll be all caught up, really. So that's what the plan is for today. We'll see how it goes. First thing I want to do, though, Yep, that's where I wanted to go. There's a free George Lombard Jr. Pack that you guys can claim for free and get Mr. Lombard Jr. So free pipeline card right there if you're trying to get that done, trying to get the vouchers for Carlos Beltran. There you go. You can pick up a free card. Plus, it's a 99 shortstop, and I don't think we have too many of those in the game right now. No. Sorry, I was a little tempted there. I was thinking about taking it, but then I'm like, no, I shouldn't. Anyway, the other thing, too, that I want to go over with you guys, you may be wondering how my progress in the multiplayer 5 program went last night. After I got off stream, I needed to make a bunch of progress. And let me tell you something, it was tough. I couldn't get wins. Hits were hard to come by. In fact, I even quit a game because I didn't care about the win and I wasn't earning any stats. I had no runs. I had like 2 hits, and they were both singles, and I wasn't. All I was doing was racking up the strikeouts. So I was like, forget it. I don't want to even play that game. So, but despite all that, I was able to get Paul Skeens. I actually lucked out because the one game that I actually won online, I hit like 2 home runs in it. One with Juan Soto, the other with Salvador Perez. I had like 8 hits in it. So I was able to get up to 115 program starts. And then after that, I just played a BR game, got 3 innings pitched, and that's how I was able to get Paul Skeens. So yeah, I missed out on the rewind pack, but you know what? I'm not too worried about it. So just going to continue on, and now I'll focus on what I need to focus. So first things first, need to finish up the Home Run Derby program. I see there's, I got Max Scherzer, right? I didn't get Sonny Gray, though. I haven't gotten him, but I'm not focused on him right now. Let's just finish up the program. Not finish up the program, but finish up this showdown. I only need 11 runs for this, so it seems like it's a little bit easier than it was in the last one, because the last one I needed like 18 runs. And even with 27 outs, it was a nail-biter. I know I was going up against Ramon, but I don't know. I guess at times I was a little too eager. The online got to me. And I also didn't have the quirks equipped. So that definitely put me at a disadvantage, for sure. But yeah, everything's all good. We'll do this, do the conquest map for the MLB draft guys, and then if I have time, I mean, I gotta do the home run derby thing, but I don't. But we'll see if I have time. We'll see. Ooh, just missed it. Oh well. Mm. Well, we've the all the moves have been made. We know which teams are going to try and go for it. We know which teams are selling, like the Mets. They're going to focus more on prospects. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, Phillies bolstered their roster, so did the Cubs. You know, a lot of interesting things happened yesterday with the trade deadline. But that's what, honestly, I know basketball has a lot of trades where some of the biggest stars are on the move and everything, but I tell you what, to me, there's nothing more interesting than the MLB trade deadline. Nothing more interesting than that. I mean, for months you sat on this team, you watched their games, you wondered if maybe they had a shot. You know, now are they selling off players? Are they going to add players? And you never know until we get to the trade deadline. And in my opinion, the trade deadline is where the real push for the playoffs begin. Because at that point, the rosters are set. Unless there are trades for waivers or guys with a waiver thing. But either way, this now the season starts. And I can't wait to see what happens. You know, is someone going to unseat the Dodgers? Who's going to emerge as the favorite in the American League? So many questions that over this month and next month is going to be answered. Did teams do enough? Did they do too little? Did they do too much? All those will be answered over these next couple of months. And I, for one, cannot wait. Of course, now I have to look forward to, you know, the future and whatever David Stearns is going to do here. You know, I mean, there were a lot of guys traded. Clay Holmes was a David Stearns signing. So I'm kind of surprised he gave, well, maybe not so surprised. I mean, if the market is hot and teams are willing to pay a premium for a pitcher like that, of course they had to throw in Tyrone Taylor, but Tyrone Taylor was hot too. But if the market is hot, I mean, you gotta know when to buy and when to sell. And you know, I gotta trust, at least for now, that Stearns saw it as an opportunity to sell. It's like the stock market. You know, sometimes you buy into it and you make a lot of money. Sometimes you gotta sell. And you could still make a lot of money off of that. It probably hurts because maybe you put in so much time into that player that you just traded off and you were hoping they would pan out or they would make a bigger impact. And the reality is that they couldn't, but maybe it changes scenery. Well, they could, but you can't. You don't know if they're going to stick around. That's the other thing, too. A lot of these guys are short-term rentals. They might be in for like a season, but spammer. Hold on. Get out of my life. But overall, if you feel like you can build a new roster and make success out of it, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, but it's definitely going to be a lot. That's for sure. And prospects, it's hit or miss with them. It's hit or miss. There are no guarantees with those prospects that they're going to end up being MLB guys. What's up, Hoopin? I'm okay. How are you? About to finish up this showdown, get some experience for the XP reward path, and then continue on. Probably do the Conquest map. Almost to 300 packs. Wow. Probably have a lot of stubs sitting in those packs right now. Just in quick sell value, in if you any duplicates that you put on the marketplace, as long as it doesn't as long as it's not below the tax, or the tax doesn't bring you below what the quick sell value is. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I've done no mini seasons yet. Haven't even gotten to that. I'm not trying to do it right now. I want to get these programs out of the way. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get these programs out of the way. Once I get them out of the way, then I can focus on some of the offline content that I missed out on in the other modes, the mini seasons, the showdown. Showdown. There's one that I missed, Sunny Gray. The Diamond Quests. So I have no shortage of content to grind over while I try to make this stuff up. There's no shortage. Not to mention any new programs that end up getting added. Let's go. We won. Not a home run either. Bad news is you're going to miss Tarek Google tonight because you're going to be at work. I'm sorry, man. I'm sure you'll get some updates. Ooh, that's a lot. I don't think I'm going to be doing that for right now. All right, let's see. So, yep. Now the only thing I need to do is hit home runs with the MLB Draft guys. Hence why I said I was going to do the MLB Draft Program. Because I do the Conquest map for this, and that's 100 program stars. That's the entire program right there. So that's what I plan on doing. Plus, I need to get these draft packs and try to get more of these guys. Nope. Nope. But there is a new George Lombard Jr. card that you can add to your collection for free. It's for free. So you could literally go to the... Okay, sure. Hold on. You gotta go to store. Here's the George Lombard card. You can see he's got great speed. All green in the arms, so that's good. Fielding is fantastic, almost gold glove level. Definitely better against lefties because the contact and power is over 100, whereas righties over 95 for contact, it's at 95 for contact and at 85 for power. But still, very solid card. So if you're looking for a 99, shortstop and you don't have Troy Tulowitzki yet, I mean, or Alan Trammell, maybe you didn't luck out on getting Rock Cholowski, there's George Lombard Jr. Yep. Yes, I did. I can go over that real quick. Ian Kinsler. I hope this... Gow. My God, no. Home runs. Jesus. There better be event programs that are going to be helpful to getting those home runs, because you're asking, well, 25 is not that bad. 50 is insane. You're excited for the Wagner card? Which one? Wait, the Honest Wagner. That's right. Not a lot of power, though. This guy is pure contact. But you could put him at the top of your lineup. Pure contact, great vision, steal and speed over 90, so that might not be bad to go after it. Give you Oswalt, you could have him. 4 out of 5, very solid pitches. Clutch, very good. Everything, at a minimum, everything is a 90, other than his fielding. But his hits per 9 over 100, clutch over 100, stamina over 100. So this is not bad, actually. I'm sure at some point I'll get it, but for right now, not really too worried about it. Plus, I grinded so hard to get that Paul Skeens card, I kind of want to take a break. I'd rather just wait till the next event program is out, whenever that may be. All right, so my team is all set, and I think I'm ready to take on that Conquest map for the MLB Draft. Oh, it's a very small pack. Or, I'm sorry, a very small map. Not pack. Small map. I'd be playing on All-Star. You're going to take a long shower? Why? Was work hard today? I thought they told you no heavy work. It was hot in the shop today. It wasn't doing anything. Oh, all right. All right. Yeah, sometimes a cool shower is a nice way to cool off. I mean, I personally like the idea of being in a pool, but right now I don't think I could be in a pool. Okay, so that's 285 packs in total. Okay. Not going to steal again with Troy Tulowitzki. I know I need the stolen bases, but I better put people in who can actually get those stolen bases and not be as close as Troy was. If you're going to do that, you might as well do the ball in his habit ones because at least they're guaranteed a gold. Ah, I got fooled by that sinker. I don't understand how offline I can, well, I guess I can understand why offline I have a much better eye than online. Because online there's a lot more pressure. You know, I'm going up against people that, yeah, difficulty. Well, I mean, this is on All Star. This is on All Star, so that should be the same as what they do online. What's up, Bubbles? How are you? Too hot outside, or AC is not working. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, that's the worst. As the absolute worst. I'd hate to think what would happen if my AC blew out here. I mean, my PlayStation overheats. That's part of the reason why I have the AC running, so it can keep my AC or keep my PlayStation from overheating. Strike three, sit down. Really? It was funny? Funny how? I mean, I was just surprised. by it. I was surprised that I hit that walk-off home run. It was good because I needed those runs, those 5 runs. That was crucial to me getting Paul Skeens. Strike 3, sit down. Because if I don't hit that home run, my grind would have been a lot tougher last night. I mean, it was already tough, but it was really tough. It's fine, Hoopin. At the end of the day, we made progress, or you helped me make progress, and that's all I could ask for. I was not asking for, a home run each and every time we stepped up to the plate. I was just asking that, we play well, and you got on base. I mean, I got on base too. So, and plus it was my fault that I gave up that home run that forced me to hit the walk-off home run. So I kind of redeemed myself if you think about it. But it wasn't your fault. Wait, was I the one who gave up that home run, or was it you, Hoopin? Because I remember saying he was in there for too long. Well, I did get Paul Skeens. Luckily, I had one game where I hit 2 home runs, and this was after a string of losses. I mean, my rating was down in the 200s, which is really bad. New event is tomorrow? Okay. Nope. I passed. I was like, that's all I could do. Because the only way that I could have gotten that pack was if I got like 40 something more strikeouts. And I just wasn't going to do that. So I just said, screw it. I'm not going to do it. I'll just stop at Paul and get a good night's sleep. Because that was already 1 o'clock in the morning that I was done with all that. And I was pretty tired. Plus, I had a doctor's appointment this morning. So I needed to be well rested for that. Strike 3, sit down. As much as I would like to be up all night playing MLB The Show and doing all that, I can't. I have a responsibility to make sure I get back to where I was prior to me getting the blood clots. And the only way I'm going to do that is by seeing the doctors and doing exactly what they tell me to do. That's the only way I'm going to get better. So, can't just sit around playing PlayStation all day. Well, I brought the concern to the doctor that the swelling in my right leg was not going down as much as I would have liked it. Even my dad was like, yeah, there's been, just from looking at it, it looks like there's been little to no progress. So we expressed that concern. Strike 3, sit down. She ordered me a compression sleeve for my leg that's going to go basically up to my knee. And, I'll wear that. But overall, just... she determined I was not ready to go back to work. Not by August 21st. So I have to send the return to work form to my workplace. Just let them know that the plan is for me to go back to work next month and, go from there. But I walked around the block today. Actually, I walked 2 blocks, but I walked around the block, and after I was done with it, you could have sworn, or I swear, I felt like I had just ran a marathon or did something that really tired me out. I was like, there's no way I can do this. There's no way. Take a break from PlayStation or take a break on PlayStation. No. No, you see, I took a break already from PlayStation, and that was over a month. No, not doing that again. I'm making up for lost time. Yeah, I believe the sock will definitely help. Yes, I'll take a break, on the weekends, because I might be getting up to the point where I no longer have to rely on streaming on the weekends in order to catch up. But I'm not taking a break from PlayStation. All right? I already took a month off from it. I'm not doing it again. That was the most boring time in my life. I just can't be sitting in I can't be sitting here for very long. That's why you see me take my breaks and go walk around for a little bit, try to stand up, stretch out my legs and everything. Like, I can't sit here for hours on end. I can't do that. So I got to walk around as much as I can. Yeah, there's really not a lot you could do. I mean, you take blood thinners, you try to keep your feet elevated so that way blood flows from your legs, from your legs to the rest of your body. Strike 3, sit down. I mean, SB Champ is absolutely right. There's just nothing that can be done regarding blood clots. Got him. Believe me, if there was something that could quicken up this process, believe me, I would go for it. But there's really nothing I can do that would, other than what I already mentioned, that would make me better. Our bodies just have to heal. And we got to let them heal. It's kind of like when you break a bone in your body. I mean, you can't go into there's no procedure that you could go into your skin or that doctor can rip apart your skin, not rip it apart, but just cut open your skin, see where the bone is broken, and then use tools to unbreak it or fix it. You know, at the end of the day, you gotta put a cast on it, right? Put a cast on it, and you wear that cast for, an extended period of time, usually like a month or two. And then takes it off, and that way your body doesn't, or that part of your body doesn't, um, that part of your body doesn't move around a lot, and it allows the bone to heal. Don't apologize, you didn't know. That's why me and SB Champ are explaining it to you. I mean, I don't think you've ever had to deal with blood clots before, so how would you know? There's nothing wrong with asking questions. I mean, I didn't know myself. I'm like, what do I do? What's going to happen? What are the next steps? All this stuff. I had to learn that on my own. Well, not on my own. I had my family helping me out. A crup? What's a croup? What's a croup? And you burst the lung? So you got a croup because you burst the lung? Is that how that work? Mm. Oh. Oh, so you don't remember doing this. This just happened when you were probably a toddler or something, an infant. You're clearly too young to remember it. Clearly. So, you probably spent a lot of time in the hospital and, you know, but I mean, you were allowed to. Ooh. So they had to snap it back into place. Yep. Okay. Well, I mean, look, it is what it is. So, just like it took time for your arm to heal after that happened, it's going to take time for my blood clots to go away. And they're not just going to go away just because I go back to work. I mean, they may absorb, some of them may absorb, some of them may get the medication that I'm taking will probably help. So, not absorb into the blood, but rather just get rid of the blood clots. I don't know how. Strike 3, sit down. But either way, it's going to take a while, and I'm on Eliquis for at least 6 months. I could be on it for a lifetime. I don't know. Depends on what they find out is the root is what caused my. They find out what caused my blood clots. What is what? Eliquis, the blood thinner that I'm on. I hope it's not a lifetime. I hope it's 6 months and I'm done. But again, it depends on what caused my blood clots, which I won't know until at least August 18th. Because that's when I go see the oncologist and hematologist. And he'll tell me, because there was something in my records that I don't want to talk about right now, that is a cause for concern. Yeah, well, also how I feel too, because don't forget that when I was in the hospital, when I was in the hospital, they were ready to send me home after a few days. And both me and my dad had to tell the doctors, no, I cannot be discharged because I can't even walk. And it turns out it was a good thing that we said no, because it was a lot worse than they thought. And they were ready to send me home after a couple days. So it's not just the doctors, it's also myself. Remember, well, I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the stream, but I was talking about how I was walking around the block, and after I got home, it felt like I had just got done with a workout and everything. Okay, good luck fighting that ticket. Hopefully you win. Just remember to be respectful of the judge, because that person could easily rule in favor of the officer, and you'll have to pay the ticket plus probably the court fees. So just be respectful. Do you have a lawyer with you, or is it just yourself? Are you just going to try and, defend yourself? Oh, all right. Well, like I said, best of luck. Come on, Soto. Dang it. All right. 1-0 it is. I gotta tell you, when I was parking in New York City, I definitely had my fair share of tickets come my way. In fact, the first ticket I ever got, the guy was literally writing it up as I came back from the meter with the receipt in my hand, saying that I paid for the thing for the parking spot. Now he was nice about it. He was like, "Okay, go to this website. Um, go to this website. Take pictures. Um, make sure that you show this, and then the court will work it out." And they did. They ultimately ruled that I didn't have to pay the ticket, so that was nice. But there was a time where I tried to fight it because my argument was, well, I thought I was in the parking zone because I parked near the parking sign, but the judge the judge ultimately said that I didn't provide any evidence of, I didn't provide enough evidence to defend my to dispute the ticket, so I ended up having to pay it. It is what it is. But these traffic courts, they're a crapshoot. Sometimes it's really good, and maybe you get a good judge and you could get a ticket off your record. Other times, not so much. All right, see you tomorrow. I think after I'm done with this game, I'm going to take my break. Oh, Christ. Excuse me. Nice. Troy Tulowitzki leading it off with a home run. Love to see it. Juan Soto is not going to be as lucky. Excuse me. Oh, by the way, tomorrow is going to be an early stream because I have a doctor's appointment at 4 o'clock. So obviously I cannot stream from 3 to 6, and I don't want to stream from 6 to 9. So tomorrow will be an early stream from noon to 3. So that's just a heads up for everyone that there will be a scheduling change for tomorrow. An earlier stream. Sorry to the people on the West Coast. I know that means that you're waking up at 9 a.m. But that's the only way that I see it ending, amicably. Well, no, I don't think that's the right word. Salvador Perez with the home run. Let's go. Yeah, Craig Campbell. Excuse me, he used to be on the Mets. What up, Boogie? How are ya? So good, just on vacation. Oh yeah, where at? Strike three, sit down. At the beach, just got away from the smoke. Air quality index is 851. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Sounds a little high to me. Might want to. Well, yeah, I would get inside. You probably don't want to be breathing in that stuff. Yeah, get inside. So much for a nice beach day. Is that from the Canadian wildfires, or what is that from? Because if smoke has to be coming from somewhere. That's going to get caught. That's gone. Adley Rushman with the home run. It's from the fire up in Washington Beach, Washington, for like 4 hours away from home, so it's nice and clear where I'm at. Oh, I see. I think I did hear about a fire, a wildfire up in northern Washington. I think I heard about that. Right, right. I get what you're saying now. I need a little clarification. I don't remember. I just know that I do recall, or I have some faint memory of hearing about a wildfire. I didn't really pay attention to the news while I was in the hospital or the rehab center. I couldn't really. was like, I don't want to hear about what I'm missing. Mm. Well, this is the important thing. Your best friend's cousin. They and their family got out, right? Or they were able to leave before the fire burned their home. Okay, that's the important thing. All right, it's going to take a while, but homes can be replaced. Family members, people, that can't be replaced. Ooh, all right, so this was arson. Geez, what is up with down in Los Angeles? They were saying that one of the wildfires, destructive wildfires from last year, they were saying that that was started by someone, and then and now this guy or this wildfire was started by someone. What is going on the West Coast with people starting fires? Like, did no one teach them that playing with fire is dangerous? And not only that, but it could also end you. It could also lead you to jail. Not to mention, you're responsible for all the damage that is done. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to figure out where we went wrong. Like, where did we miss the point where people should not be starting fires unless it's in a controlled environment and you know how to do it safely, like like a campfire. Eesh. And how recently did this start? This fire? Oh, then I don't know how I heard about it. Maybe it was a different fire because July 31st and or August 1st, I was already out of out of rehab, and I certainly wasn't paying attention to any news. Okay, I was thinking of a different fire. My mistake. I don't know what other fire I could have been thinking of, but I guess it is what it is. Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down. Volk, you're kind of concerning me here. Strike three, sit down. All right. Apparently the guy they arrested, sorry, arrested a long time ago for killing his dad. Jesus. Oh, hang on. Got a call. Oh, wow. This is a good time to go ahead and take a break. So I'll be right back. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Sorry about that. My break might have gone a little long there, but I needed to do what I needed to do. My legs definitely feel better. They felt so freaking stiff. It was unbelievable. All right, so what I'm thinking now is that I go after the Giants' stronghold and then make my way up to the A's and the Twins, and then that way I have the bottom map for the Pirates and the Royals. No, yeah, I know, but I mean, some people may be confused as to why I'm taking breaks like that. New people that come in here, they're like, "What? Why is he taking a break?" So I just got to be, you know, clear. Yeah, that phone call that I took was not really important. I thought maybe it was my pharmacy calling about some medication or whatever, but no, it was my bank, and I basically shrugged them off and just said, "I'm sorry, right now I'm dealing with a health issue that I cannot discuss anything further with you. Maybe at a later point when I'm feeling much better." And they were like, "Oh, okay, we understand." So it's kind of well, it's true. I mean, I am dealing with blood clots, but it's not like I can't do anything. I could drive if I wanted to. In fact, I've been driving, just not long distances, like uh, to physical therapy, to a dealership not too far away. So, baby steps. Because eventually I'm going to have to get back to, driving the Secaucus, and that's quite a drive. You're talking 20 to 25 minutes from where I live. So, although the good news is that with the driving I've done so far, no discomfort or pain. It's just been what that's a it's it it's been fine really. But I certainly can't walk, as today proved. Cannot walk, or at least walk long distances. Not yet. Ah man, I was hoping that would have been he would have been too far past, and would have had to make an awkward throw. Dang. Oh well. Strike 3, sit down. Won't be seeing Luis Arise on the Giants anymore. Just there. And not a moment too soon, apparently. Well, not soon enough. Because that just took my lead away. Strike 3, sit down. I'll be honest, though. I really wish there was a simple solution so that I could get rid of these blood clots. My body could go back to normal, and I could go back to my normal life. And I really wish there was a simple solution to this. Something like poke a hole in me. Maybe I'll let all the air out. Or just drain enough blood. Maybe that'll do it. But that's the biggest worry there, especially on blood thinners. You don't want to be draining blood because that could, if you lose too much blood, then you could die. So, I'm half kidding. Well, not half kidding, really just kidding, but still. Dang it. Strike 3, sit down. Strike 3, sit down. Come on, Verlander. One more and you're out of this. Strike 3, sit down. Beautiful. Excuse me. Dang it. I should have just let that one go. Hello, Mariners. How are you? Bean Boy. What's that nickname coming from? Yeah, I'm all right. Nope, I definitely want to. No? Okay, I'll take that. Take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Beautiful. Nolan Arenado with the RBI base hit. Sure, you can tell me. Have you not? You've been cleared to go to work. Are they like? Well, I'll let you explain it. I'm not going to assume anything. Nice, George Springer with the base hit. So now we got a little bit of a cushion. Az, how you doing, Az? Strike three, sit down. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's kind of how, like with me, being in the hospital with blood clots and everything, that's how they found out that I was pre-diabetic. So, strike three, sit down. So, yeah, it was like you know, I thought I was just dealing with blood clots. Now I got to do everything I can to avoid developing diabetes, being on those medication and everything. Strike three, sit down. Yeah, they diagnosed me while I was in the hospital. Well, at least the head, well, not the head, but the doctor that was overseeing me determined I was pre-diabetic. So it sucks now because I'm really limited in what I can eat. I've had to eat a lot of chicken product. Yep. Even for me, when I was still in the hospital, that's where I had to learn to walk again. It was tough, and I've come a long way since, but It's going to be on All-Star. Oh, well. Even standing up there was a chore. So I totally get it. Snow picnic, card work to get back to walking. No. Exactly. Like, and you have to take it at your own pace. You know, you can't rush these things. It's not like if you do it quick enough, you're gonna get back to normal quicker. It's like no. You know, you can push yourself, but ultimately you can't push yourself too far because otherwise you could do damage to your body. And you can't do that because that's going to set you back. Troy Wing? I don't know who Troy Wing is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I may be out of rehab, but I'm still doing physical therapy. I mean, not much right now. They just had me work on my quads, trying to squeeze them and everything. You know, it was actually pretty tough. I thought it was going to be like a breeze. Oh, well, I'll just get through this and we'll move on to the next exercise. But once they put, when I was doing the leg exercise, it's the one where you bend your knee and then you have to straighten out your leg. It's supposed to work your back or the muscles in the back of your knee. And I did that with this big, oh, well, not big, but it was like medium sized roller or something like that. And when I tried to push down on it, it was like, oh my god, this is tough. Yes, they're a problem. You never know it. But little by little, each and every day, just don't push yourself too much, and you'll get back to where you need to be. Although physical therapy is going to be expensive for me. The copay for me is $40, and if I plan to do that 30 or 3 times a week, it's going to be a lot. I don't mind a baked potato, but I mean, what I can't really have starch right now. So I think a potato is kind of out of the question, especially a baked one. Can't really have mashed potatoes either. No, that's going to be foul. Sorry, Sal. Sorry, Salvador Perez. But hey, at least he got a base hit. I think you already told me that yesterday, Mariners. Sprinkle some zucchini. Good luck getting me to eat vegetables, because I'll eat corn, but I won't really eat too much else. Excuse me. Beautiful. Attaboy. Well, that's Andy Pajes. My bad. I only saw the green speed and I was like, oh, Troy Tulowitzki. And no, it's Andy Pajes. I forget that I have 3 guys in my lineup that can run. I mean, they can't really steal. Stealing is a low rating for them, but they can run. Troy, I feel like it's a little overrated personally. I'm not as big of a fan of the Pajes card, especially online. He did very little, if anything, for me online. Do I like Troy Tulowitzki's wing? He has a wing? Troy Tulowitzki has a wing? I didn't even know that. How come I don't see it? Is he like an angel in disguise? Sing? I never heard him sing. And I don't think I can make him sing from this game. Maybe there's a video out there of him singing. Maybe doing a little karaoke at the bar and everything. There might be a video out there. Strike 3, sit down. I don't know why Soderstrom would be tempted to steal.
That missed. That's a ball.
Or whatever. Johnny Bench? What about Johnny Bench? Strike 3, sit down.
That missed. That's a ball.
His what?
Ball out.
The Extreme program, whenever it comes out, is going to be so huge. His ing? What is an ing? Apparently not. Unless you're referring to the insurance company, ING, which I thought they went out of business. Let's see. Well, let me take care of it after. Ooh. Yes, perfect. I mean, it's still only a double, but. Let's see. Oh. It's no longer known as ING Insurance. Rebranded. They have been rebranded as Voya Financial. So how about that? They just rebranded. Okay. Well, learn something new every day. Let's see. Yep, we're bringing in Trevor.
Ball, that's high.
Nope. Brendan! Long time no see. How are ya? Strike 3. Sit down.
Hey, ha!
Yeah. I mean, at least over the last month, it's been for sure. But that's not because you missed any streams or anything. I didn't stream for over a month because I had some health problems that I needed to take care of. Yeah, well, it's all right. I mean, I'm taking care of it now. I'm trying to get back to normal and everything, but I still have a long ways to go. Well, baked is really the only way that I can eat a lot of food or some of the foods. Like I can't. Baked is fine. In fact, that's better than fried. I can't have fried stuff. Fried's no good. Oh, look at that. Troy Tulowitzki is super fractured. All right. Well, I guess I'm taking him out of my lineup now. My Western baseball ballpark tour. So it's not going to be anytime soon. First, I'm going to do the Midwest. That's the first thing I'm going to do. So I'm doing the Midwest, which is Chicago, Cincinnati, uh, Upper Midwest. So Milwaukee and Milwaukee and I forget what else. Midwest, Upper Midwest. Milwaukee is in Wisconsin. Oh, and Minneapolis too. So that's 5 stadiums. The Reds, Cubs, White Sox, Brewers, and Twins. Oh, no, did you tell me about this already? Were you planning to go like Baltimore and Philadelphia? Philadelphia is the Phillies and Baltimore are the Orioles. Baltimore, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, New York. Oh wow. Yeah, I loved Camden Yards. That was definitely one of my favorite stadiums. I'll tell you what, oh, oh, my apologies. Wait, what am I doing? Going over here. City Field, take the subway. Don't even pay for parking, just take the subway. It's much cheaper. Might be a little more crowded, but at least it's cheaper. Um, go if you want, and I think this is better, honestly. Go on a Tuesday, because on a Tuesday you could get a hot dog, popcorn, a soda. You could actually get 2 hot dogs, popcorn, and um, and a soda for like $20. So I don't know if you're planning to go on a Tuesday, but that probably would be the best best day to go, because I don't think you're going to be going for. I don't think you're going for. I don't think you're going to see if the Mets will win. I think they're pretty much going to lose. Um, you can take a picture with the home run apple. It's in front of Citi Field, next to the Tom Seaver statue. Yankee Stadium, I mean, it's been so long since I've been there, and I've only been there 3 times. I I never got to see Monument Park, so if you want to go check out Monument Park, I think that would be cool. You could go see if you can get within the bleacher crowd. I know that's pretty popular. But I think Yankee Stadium is pretty expensive, or the food there is pretty expensive. But again, it's been so long since I've been there. Have I been? Oh, yes. Yes. I went there my freshman year of college, and honestly, I don't regret it one bit. I think it was so powerful to go see the 9/11 museum. You should. You should absolutely. I mean, I think you were what? You're in high school right now, so I don't even think you were born when the 9/11 attacks happened. Yeah, I was only 5 when they happened. So going to see it really is powerful. I also recommend, and this is kind of a cool thing that I found at Citizens Bank Park. They have a pretzel that's in the shape of the Phillies logo. I think that was so cool.
Did he go?
I wanted to try one myself, but yeah, like pretzels, cheesesteaks, those are probably the top food items at Citizens, but I didn't really get any foods because I ate before I went there. Oh, I thought it was owned by Ryan Howard, and but his son, I don't know what his, that's the other thing. When I did go to that stadium, I never stopped by that restaurant. I should have. Yes, yes, they are. It's kind of like in Baltimore. Oriole Park at Camden Yards is just down the street from M&T Bank Stadium, which is where the Baltimore Ravens play. So if you're interested in seeing football stadiums too, it's right there. It's right down the road.
Foul ball.
Strike three, sit down.
Ball one.
Yep. Oh, and Citizens Bank Park. This was one of my pet peeves. One of my cons when I visited it. It was so packed when I went there. And that wasn't even for like well, maybe it was for a Friday night game. Strike three, sit down. But I mean, still, it was packed. That was also the game where Bryce Harper, I think, got his 1,000th career RBI. So that was really cool to see.
Inside. Ball one.
Also, you should check out the Phillies Wall of Fame. I thought that was pretty neat as well.
Nope. Outside.
Highlighting all their former players and everything. I just thought it was really cool. What? I hit that. That was a perfect squared up, and yet it was a fly out to center. Oh, I didn't square it up. But still. Oh, no, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that.
That's outside.
So, what were the good things and the bad things about each stadium? What did you well, let me rephrase that. What did you like and didn't like about each stadium is going to the Phillies wall? Yeah, but what oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was Woogie replying to me. Giant Stadium looks cool. Or what's it? It's called Oracle Park now. It's not really Giant Stadium. It's Oracle Park, but it used to be known as AT&T Stadium. But yeah, that looks cool. In the bay, the bay behind it. I wouldn't like to go kayaking there, but you know, just seeing all those kayakers and everything, that would be pretty cool. Not to mention the big glove that's in left center field. Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down.
Nope, that's a ball. He's out. Ball, that's out.
All right, somebody needs to score here.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two. That's ball three.
Way too crowded. Food is overpriced. The World Series statue outside the stadium. Okay. Oracle Park, the stadium itself is kind of boring. Food is cheaper. Really? It's boring? Even with the kayakers out there in the bay? Wow. Okay. Petco Park, the atmosphere is very cool. Didn't really hate anything. Okay, so Petco Park sounds like the better. Mariners, you have asked me this multiple times. My answer is still the same. So I'm done answering this question. Starting to get kind of annoyed by it now.
Ball, that's off the plate.
He claims that baked potatoes with cheese was his idea. So that's what he's been claiming. Baked potato with cheese, his idea.
Ball, inside. Ball, that's down.
Strike three, sit down. Yeah. Strike 3, sit down. The showing of when you get a card superfractored is something that was fixed. I didn't even realize there was a problem. Oh, you're saying they didn't show it before. Now they do show it. Yeah, actually, I noticed that because Troy Tulowitzki showed up superfractored on my screen, and I don't think before they would have shown that because I had several cards superfractored. I tried him online and he struck out 7 of the 8 at bats that I gave him, so I was like done with him. I said no, thank you. I mean, maybe I'll try him offline, but online he didn't work for me, which I was disappointed by.
Outside, that's a ball.
All right, I guess I gotta take the walk. What the heck is an et? What is that?
Nope, that's inside. Ball.
Okay, I'm stepping in here. Stepping in. That's it. He's timed out for. They're timed out for 10 minutes. No, just I just timed him out. That's all I did.
Ball, that's out.
I may blow the win here. This is why I don't like to play on All Star. I'd rather play on Veteran.
That's a ball.
And that's game. Well, I tried my best. Although that Paez ball that I hit, I think it was in the beginning of the game. That should have been hit a long way. That should have been hit over the wall. I shouldn't have even gotten to that point. You know what, guys? I think this is a good time for me to go ahead and take my break. So I'll be back in 5 minutes and we'll pick it up from there. I doubt it because being rude is not exactly something people get banned for. I ban people if they're, graphic artists, they're, if they use racial slurs or any kind of slurs against people, um, if they say the N word, that's like an immediate ban, like no second chances, that kind of deal. I just, as far as causing trouble, I get the frustration, but at the same time, it's free speech, you know, and I'd be hypocritical if I banned people just because they want to come in here and be trolls. Like, at the end of the day, they have nothing better to do other than to come in here. I'm still making money whether they whether they're in here or not. So, well, not that I'm relying on money here, but they still give me a lot of money because they're the ads roll and they're watching the ads. So, but I'll be right back, guys. 5 minutes. That's all I ask. 5 minutes. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. And I am not going to play the game on All-Star again, so I'm just going to skip to the point where I just play a veteran. Because I'd like to wrap up this map, get the program done. I'm already going to be behind on that, and I'm not even sure I'm going to get. I'm definitely not getting the um the home run derby program done today. That's going to have to be tomorrow. I was hoping Rock would have blasted a few, but I guess not.
Ball, that's down.
I guess your timeout was done, Mariners. Well, the timeout I put on your account, not allowing you to chat for 10 minutes.
Inside, ball one.
Okay, whatever. You were not allowed to say anything in my chat for 10 minutes, so that was your timeout. It's basically like a temporary ban. Thank God Andy Paez hit that leadoff home run. Okay. Well, now you know now. Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down.
Ball one.
Nice. What's been my favorite one? I don't know if I have a favorite one because a lot of the Mets guys ended up being traded. So there, and I can't really get a read on prospects. You know, I certainly hope some of them work out, but I'll tell you, I was shocked to learn that the Mets sent Brooks Raley to the Phillies. I never thought I would see the Mets and Phillies do a trade. Maybe they've done trades in the past before, but I was kind of surprised that of this trade that Brooks Raley went to Philadelphia. I knew they needed bullpen help, and Brooks Raley is actually really solid. So I think you guys got a good addition there. I don't know much about the prospect that we got in return for him. Um, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Either way, I don't think the Mets are competing next year. If there's a season next year, um, and that's probably going to agitate Juan Soto. So, nope.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Mm-mm. I don't know Teoscar Hernandez, but I do know of a Teoscar Hernandez, the outfielder for the Dodgers.
That's ball four. Take it ready. Hey! Hey!
Strike three, sit down.
Hey!
Don't know. Who doesn't know Mike Trout? Other than, non-baseball fans. I can tell you he's probably one of the most prolific athletes to come out of New Jersey. So then why are you saying people that who don't know that people don't know
Nope. Outside.
Mike Trout? Oh, you don't know people who don't know him, like not know of him, but know him. Well, I much imagine Trout's inner circle is not that big. You know, I'm sure he has a few close friends. But in terms of knowing him, I can only say that I know of him.
Off the plate, ball one.
And being from New Jersey, I would hope that I would know of him. Because, like I say, he's one of the most prolific baseball players to come out of New Jersey. And not from Tom's River either. Although around, probably in South Jersey, yes, he's from South Jersey. No. Here, I'll give you some names that you tell me if you know him or if you know of this person. Kyle Busch. Do you know of Kyle Busch? Okay, very good. Very good. I'm glad to hear that. How about Kevin Harvick?
No, he's in there.
Let's go. Another home run. What does that mean? Mid, but he's what? But he's mid? Probably one of the best racers in my lifetime. Let's see. Do you know Bobby Labonte?
Nope, that's inside. Hey,
I don't know who that is. I asked you about Bobby Labonte.
that's ball two.
No, you said Bobby Lopani, which I don't know who has that last name, but I asked you about Bobby Labonte. Strike three, sit down. Do you know Ralph Earnhardt? Well, you may not want to be around the Earnhardt family then, because I don't think they would like that comment. I know of a Christopher Columbus, but I do not know Chris Columbus. Nice, I can play on rookie. Let's see. Johnny, nope. Do you know, let's see, Bobby Orr? Do you know Bobby Orr? Bobby Orr. ORR. I don't know if his first name, I don't know if that's his official birth name or what, but he goes by Bobby Orr. Oh, you know what? I'll give you another one. Do you know Michael Orr? Michael Orr. Actually, SP Champ, around him, you don't want to mention that movie. You don't want to mention it. He hates that movie. Yeah, he even told me himself. Well, no, actually, no, I heard it through a coworker who was interviewing him. No, I only know of his broke grand ass. That's what I know of. And I heard he was a terrible player. In fact, a lot of people say Luis Torrens is much better than him. Well, Yogi Berra is better than Mike Piazza. A lot more World Series rings for sure. Has a lot of gold gloves. I think he even has an MVP award, which Piazza doesn't have. So Yogi Berra would be better. Let's see. I actually met Yogi Berra many years ago, way before he died. Such a nice man. I think, in fact, within the last year and a half or something like that, I heard people broke into the museum dedicated to him and they stole some stuff, some valuables. It's very sad. Like, I don't know why you would try to. I thought they were all replicas. I mean, maybe some of the stuff was real, but I didn't think they were all real. So that makes them all better than Yaz Broke Grandass? Because that sounds like anyone could be better than him. Such an unfortunate name. And Woogie, close your ears for this, but I also hear that the only running that the Mariners do is to the cellar. They're nothing more than cellar dwellers. Strike 3, sit down. Wasted so much money on Robinson Cano.
Ball that's outside.
Traded away their best closer in Edwin Diaz for a prospect that didn't end up working out. They should have known, right? They should have known. But yet they still traded him away. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm talking about yes broke grandass. That's who I'm talking about. That guy was terrible. Couldn't run. Couldn't throw out runners. And he didn't hit well from either side of the plate. But with a name like Yas Broke Grandass, I guess that's to be expected.
That's a ball.
There we go. Rock actually gave me a home run. About dang time.
Ball one. Nope. Outside.
Yes, broke Grandaz. Yes, broke Grandaz. Yes, broke Grandaz. Nope. Sorry, I don't know them. All I know is that guy's in the Hall of Fame. Mike Piazza's in the Hall of Fame, so doesn't get much better than that. Yes, so is Yogi Berra. So is Josh Gibson. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame. I think, who else is in the Hall of Fame? That's a catcher.
Ball that's inside.
Who was it? It was somebody. Somebody that I had off the top of my head, but he has a card in this year. Dang it. I'm going to have to look at the Dodgers collection when I'm done with this. Sounds like he should be grouped with, yes, Broke Grandaz. Terrible careers. Just a terrible career. Strike three. Sit down. Actually, Joe Mauer is in the Hall of Fame too, I believe. He was just inducted, I think, a few years ago. Yes, broke. Grandaz does not have more money than Mike Piazza. Sorry. So why did it take him longer to get into the Hall of Fame? Ramon doesn't have any control over the Hall of Fame. Him or you? I think you do. Girls probably look at it and giggle in embarrassment. I'm willing to bet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Now I'm not willing to bet. I'm pretty sure. They're kind of like your Mariners. Run for the cellar. Nice. Go get V. Martin. All right, so that's the Pirates. Not since Tobey Maguire has been in them. I like Toby. He's the Spider-Man that I grew up with. Roy Campanella, that's who I was thinking of. No, I watched Prime Yaz Broke, and he was terrible. Honestly, an embarrassment of a career. Just like it's embarrassing that any of his fans would defend him. Better than Yaz Broke? Yeah, absolutely he is. Oops, wrong one. Got to go over here to the Royals. Yes, I am. Well, I understand it's better than being a Mariners fan. Where's your World Series? Levin, is that's, hold on. Is that Boston? No, like, maybe Boston? No, Boston has, you have 11. I'd love to see all 11 World Series titles. Oh, St. Louis. I have a I'm still sour over how 2006, the 2006 NLCS. But I respect guys like Albert Pujols, Yadier Molina.
Ball one.
Right, but you've never been to a World Series. Mariners have never been. That's right.
Ball.
Including probably one of the best ones in 2011. Isn't that funny how your team got the 11th their 11th World Series in 2011? Like the numbers just lined up. It's funny how sports works out. Okay, then I guess you never want to see the Mariners in the World Series. Wow, some fan you are.
That ball's foul.
They certainly did. There's no denying that. That team was very solid. You know, and even what about the Mets? Their second World Series title came 25 years after they won their first World Series title. But it's not going to happen 40 years later. Yeah, that is very true. Very true. I don't want to see my Mets go on that kind of a streak. That streak is that streak should never be repeated. But people love when streaks like that come to an end. I mean, think about all the pomp and circumstance that was around the Red Sox when they ended their 86-year streak or World Series last streak. So does that mean the Mariners are not going to win for another two? aren't going to win a World Series for 200 years. That's a shame. Yeah, I think that's what it does mean, Mariners. Like I said, they run to the cellars. Ah, good play by Bobby Witt Jr. there. Strike three, sit down.
That's a ball.
Well, you can stand up, walk away from your computer, and never type in this chat. You could do that. Strike three, sit down. Because you annoy me, you annoy some of my viewers, and at this point, I'm done with it. So, leave. Oh, and never come back either. Poison, I would do that, but I usually only do that for circumstances like saying saying the N word, saying a slur against a person's race, religion, ethnicity, sexuality. Um, I really don't do it for annoying pests because that makes me hypocritical.
That ball got him.
You know, I defend the First Amendment. I believe in the right to free speech. So it would be hypocritical of me to ban him for even if he did nothing wrong other than just be annoying.
Foul ball.
I'm sorry, I got to hold up my principles. That's all. Ugh. My leg. All right, see you tomorrow, SP Champ. Remember, I'm going live at noon, not 3, noon. Strike 3, sit down. Of course. Of course. Plus, it might be the one time that you actually get away from Mariners. Strike 3, sit down. Oh, I also ban people if they make threats. Whether that be towards me, towards anyone in my chat. They make threats, ban. And it's a report to Twitch as well. So, because I had that happen to me once where somebody threatened me. They told me they have a MI6 and not to test them. And I took that as a threat. So they got banned and I reported them. At least Paja's got the home run, which is nice. Maybe I can get the MLB Draft Program done. Well, assuming that I can get out of this inning. Without giving up a run. I do that, the game is over. I have all the strongholds, and I just gotta collect all the territories. Strike 3, sit down. Strike 3, sit down. There you have it. Alright, so now all I gotta do is go this way. Bada bing, bada boom. MLB Draft program is done. Although it is repeatable, so I can always get a map later or a pack later. As you can see there, we got Grady Emerson. We also got Eric Booth Jr., Chris Hakapian, Ryder Helfrich, Gio Rojas, I wish you would drift away. Ace Reese. Yeah, literally all you have to do is do the conquest map and you get this all done. Gonna go ahead and open up some of these packs. See what we get. Ooh, nice. That's the one I was going for anyway. We'll do drift away, like goodbye. See ya. I'll do Drew Burris. I'll do Cole Carlon. And then Trevor Condon. No, I mean goodbye. Leave. I don't even want you here. We'll do Rogan Redeman. We'll pick him. And then we'll open up the All-Star game. Max Mayer. I'll take it. It's one that I don't have. Actually, I needed him to get Yordan Alvarez. Oh, great. No, don't worry, Blazing. I've got it. I appreciate it, but I've got it. Luis Arise, I think I have him already, so. Yep, definitely worth quick selling. No, I appreciate that. I really do, but I've got it handled. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So overall, I mean, I wish I had gotten more of the programs done, but I got the MLB Draft Program done. So that's what was mainly important. So go over here. We'll collect the 13. We'll now be 14 away from getting that done. And let me go over here and collect Max Mayer. Where is he? There he is. And that'll give me Yordan Alvarez. Nice. You two, now leave. So tomorrow I will wrap up the Home Run Derby and the Ernie Clement programs. And then I'll start to move on to the 2026 Hall of Fame program for Andrew Jones. Because I should have, I only need 9 more stolen bases to finish that mission. And then that's 25. This is 25. So, yeah, that'll get me to Andrew Jones. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Wednesday at noon Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.